So I've done a lot of work on the bot, yeah, which I'm going to use to update, and this is it. So let me fire it up. It's not on there. I've got the bot on here because I wasn't planning on streaming. So let me just go to the new bot because I'm trying to do some tracking on it, yeah. So here we go. So I'm firing it up. Right, has it done it? Yeah. Oh, what's wrong with that? Oh, what's going on? That's the one. Right, hang on a second. Let me restart this up. No, not that. There we go. Right. So I've now got my bot that I've been doing for a while. Let me just knock this down a bit. There we go. Still got my name in there. Right, so I'm going to swap scenes so you can see what it looks like. So just bear me a second. So here we go. Et voila. So this is the new bot. Get a chance. Takes a while to get going. I've still got, there's still something going on here which I've got to sort out. But this is the new bot. So this is the layout. You're seeing the layout, right? So, too many trees. So, but I have got like, you know when Shallan has got this listen command. Right, Shallan's got the listen command, so here we go. Oi, John, pay attention to chat. I have now figured it out. I've now figured out how to do that listen. So, yeah, I figured out how to do the listen. So you guys can do the listen as well, yeah? Well, you know, it's Oi, John, pay attention to chat. Oi, John, pay attention to chat. Oi, John, pay attention to chat. Yeah. So, I've also done this as well. Let's do him. Right, here we go. Oh, error. Oh, there's a bug in it. Oh, it was working this morning as well. It was working this morning as well. Hang on. Oh, it didn't change anything. Attribute error. str object has no attribute user. Oh, hang on. Moderator, is that moderator? Yeah, moderator. What we in? 57. Oh, it's that. It's that, isn't it? It's username. No, it's user. Am I not? What? It was working this morning. Is admin? Hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. Oh. So it passed user in from. Oh, I know what the problem is. Right, okay, not a problem. Not a problem. Oh, it's going to fail on both of them. Right. It's that one and that one. Don't need that. Right, let's try that again. So new sub 5. Here we go. Another subscriber. Stay a while. Stay forever. There you go. So I've done. So it's all manual. So we've got follow as well. You know. Let's do Stuart. Hello, John here. Thank you for following. Hope you enjoy the stream. So I've done the follow and I've done the bits one as well. So let's do Aquafin. Oh my god, more bits? Thank you very much. You guys really spoil me. So I've been adding loads of things. So let's stop it because we're not on that one. Yeah, I know I need a Europlank one. Yeah. Yeah, I did think about that. And I will do one. Don't worry, I will do one that you guys will have access to. But yeah, I think we're going to have a cool down period on the listen because it could get out of hand. Anyway, right, so let's put that back up there. Oh, gosh, the font's so big. Right, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Yeah, we're gonna. I've found a way for Python to do text to speak, but I'm not too sure how I'm going to get it to come through on OBS like I've done with the other one. So I've got to. God, that font is way too big. There we go. So I've got a. Any TTS would be interesting. I'll have a look. I'll have a look because I'm trying to do most of it in Python, but some of it's in JavaScript at the moment. Oh, I forgot to show you, didn't I? I've got backgrounds. Oh, I've stopped the bot. No, let me fire it back up again. Terminal. Right, let's just fire it back up again. So you should be able to do listen. It's back online. But now, look. Oh, I need to connect. Oh, really? Oh, it's blown again. Object has no attribute. Oh, this is getting bad. TwitchBot 292. These are the checks I've been putting in. Yeah. Message object has no attributes. Text args. Oh, it's capital A, isn't it? Ah. Find all of those. Change it to all of those. Right. Let's see if it does it again. Yes, I know it needs testing. I'm just showing it off. Right, let me just do it again. Oh, have I got to restart it? Oh, more than likely. Right. Oh, God. Stupid mistakes, John. Stupid mistakes. Text. Oh, yeah. I've got the wrong one, haven't I? It's that one. Go on. Right, now do it. Refresh. There we go. Finally. So you can turn the plasma on, but I've also got another one as well. There you go. How about that one? Also, there is the opportunity that if it does get too bad, we can specify the background color. So you guys can change the background color if we haven't got the plasma running or the lightning system running. Yeah, so there are new. I've learnt a lot doing this. No, back color, not background, back color. There you go. So you can make it any color that you want as long as it's HTML recognizable. Did I put that ad on the screen? What ad? That's it. Let's make everything disappear. Has to be one word, the colour. It has to be one word. And it's got to be HTML recognisable as well. Yeah. It was just... Yeah, see what I mean? So it's just so you guys can mess around. Oh yeah, I've noticed that on all the other streams. There's a Google ad that pops up at the bottom, makes the screen smaller. You see the ad, and then when 30 seconds I think it is, the ad disappears and the screen grows. I saw it on Stuart's. This is going to annoy me. Yeah, it was on Stuart's as well. I've noticed on other streams. Right then. So, that is what I have been up to. Yeah. On learning how to do the other stuff on the... So I'm going to go back to my original one. So this is the original one. So that's been provided by this server here, yeah? I've stopped it, mate. I've stopped it. So now, yeah, we're back to this one here, yeah. So now, Gary was on about that he was getting a little bit confused about classes and stuff like that. So I thought I'd go over, just do a quick overview of classes and other stuff in Python. Yeah. So there's two Python can operate in two modes. Yeah. Yes, they are what you do, what you go to at school. Right, Python is an interpreted language, yeah? So it runs the line when it reaches it. It doesn't compile it. I mean, you can compile it, but I've not done that yet. But it's an interpreted language. So, and so you can run it in two modes. You can run it in traditional program mode, which is you start at the top and you work your way down, yeah? Which is similar to this, yeah? Which is you say, you know, you create a small program and you do it. So we'll just do a quick example here. All right, and so basically you just do print yeah, so we'll just quickly do that. Python 3. Oh, what's it saying? Oh, missed the brackets. Yeah, so it runs the program from start to finish. Dead easy. Everybody does it. Everybody does it. And it's the way that it's taught. In that. Alright? It's the way that it's taught in that. I mean, it does go to classes later on. You know, exploring the world of object orientation, yeah? Which is on page... It's hour 14. So, yeah. If you ever want to learn Python, there you go. I'm only half... As you can see, I'm only halfway through it. So, traditionally, start to finish. Like a Commodore basic program, start to finish.
He first collaborated with the other Ronnie, report in 1966.
I look down on him because I am upper class.
I look up to him because he is upper class. But I look down on him because he is lower class. I am middle class.
Oh dear. Yeah, I've seen that one. Right. So in Python, no, there's no main function. No real main function anyway. You can tell it to look for a main function because I can show you that in the new bot, right? So here's the new bot. Let me get rid of some of this junk so I can get some more screen space. Because in WebSockets here, I have to test. There you go. That if it's the main function, yeah. So, and that would say this is the main function, but in reality, it doesn't have to be, yeah. But in object orientation, you know, in the object orientation is slightly different. So, trying to explain a class, right? So class. So we'll create a class. And we have to do this. Right? We have to do that. Don't need to do that, by the way. Don't need to do that either. So, the way to look at a class is... what can I say? How we can use a class? A class is a blueprint. Yeah. So the class is like a blueprint. So that it basically says. So if we say class pen, yeah. Then that class will contain a blueprint of what a pen is. So it would have some variables called type of pen, color, right? So, so what it is you build a class to describe the blueprint, yeah. So, for example, we created a class called chat points, right? So that class is the blueprint to look after the chat points, yeah. So all the code in there is basically to look after the chat point system, yeah. And you have to put self. I mean, this is a Python quirk, yeah. You have to put self in all the methods, yeah. Yeah, you have to put self in all the methods. It's a Python quirk. You don't have to do it with C#. You don't have to do it with C++. You don't have to do it with JavaScript. No, don't think so. Because JavaScript has this. C# has me. Or this. It has this. VB has me. That's it. VB's me. And what it is, self is an expression to describe itself. So that's why you have to do self.points. It's saying I'm looking at myself for the variable points, which we have put up here. And that's why you need the self. Right? So, and so the self is only to reference other variables inside itself. Just think of that. Self is to refer to itself. But when we use this chat points, so we use it in here in TwitchBot, and we use it there, that is where we're saying this, the chatbot class points, is now going to take that class blueprint and create a memory space for it that holds all the information. Yeah. Well, it references itself. Yeah. It's a quick way to reference itself. It's like with C# with this, VB.NET me. I think JavaScript's this as well. Yeah, so a class is like a blueprint of what you want to happen within it, and then you create a object or variable, object, whatever you want to call it, which makes a copy of that blueprint onto itself that you can use. So we've created, so in TwitchBot, self.points is equal to the chat point subsystem, yeah? And then when we interact with the chat point subsystem like we do here, we do points.readPoints. Yeah, ignore the self because that's referring to the TwitchBot self, TwitchBot object. Look, that's where we are. But it's points is where we've created a variable or an object called chat points, and in there's a function called readPoints, which is here, which allows us then to run this code within that object. Now that is a crash course in classes. I'm not going to go into inheritance, polymorphism, or anything like that, overloading, because that would just confuse the hell out of everybody. But in essence, a class is a way to bunch up some code that is related to its function. So in this case, the chat point system. Yeah. Yes. Yes. And then you create copies of that blueprint onto objects in various parts of the program, which allow you. So we could have two chat point systems running side by side. Yeah. So we're gonna tell all about then. All about what? I'm going to talk about what? All the classes. I can. I mean, the chat points class is just basically to it looks after the functionality around the chat points, yeah. Lambda functions. And we're not going to go into that sort of. That is not for the beginner, yeah. So chat points. This function here, the init function, is as soon as we, let me just do that and do that, right? As soon as we do this, yeah, this function in the class is immediately run, yeah, is immediately run. So when we do this, the first thing it does, it sets itself up with a variable, a class of type collection. It assigns points file name to OSK points JSON, and we've got our schema there. That's what it does, yeah. Then we've got a thing called points read points, which is then runs this. So this reads that JSON file, yeah. We're going into the points file, which is OSK points.json. We're telling it to read. My fingers are all over tonight. Worse than normal. We're opening the file for read, and we're assigning it to that variable. Then we're telling it to load that file into points, and then we're ensuring that the schema is correct. If it's not, then we correct it and write it back. That is all this is. This is the write. This is the add system. So everything is contained in here. If we took all these classes out and put them into TwitchBot as one big massive program, it'd be several thousand lines long, and we don't want to do that. The whole point of this is you compartmentalized your code. So we have a class for chatbots, we have a class for the chat subsystem, we're going to have a class for the moderators, we're going to have a class for, let me just have a look just to remind myself. We've got a class for the data channel. We've got a class for moderators. I've already said that. We have a class for web sockets. It's basically to split it all up, mate. All right. So it's basically just to split the code up into more manageable chunks. So I hope that is a crash course into classes, yeah. Think of it as a blueprint to run against. So you know how to build functions, yeah. Think of a class as a group of functions, a blueprint for a group of functions, right? And then you can use it whenever you want. When you create when they call it instantiation, when you instantiate a new object of that class, which means basically copy the template into this object and fire it up, yeah? Get it started, get it running. So does that help, yeah? We can do more. I just have to have a bit more preparation to try and do some effective examples and stuff. But there are plenty of videos out there. Monty Python bot. Right, so the bot. We have a bot that if I run it now, I haven't got those commands in. Hang on, and oh yeah, that's right, isn't it? Oh, user bin, that was it. User bin. Right. Now I don't think it's set. No, it isn't. Right, so there we go. We've fired it up, and straight away it's coming to my chat. So we have got what, I can't remember what commands we've got on this. I forgot what commands we've got. Oh, top 10, yeah. So we have top 10. There you go. And so my bot's having a bit of a fit now. I might have to turn my Twitch bot off because it's going to have a bit of a fit. Hang on, let's turn it off. Right. Right, so that's turned off my Twitch bot. So there we go. So it's not having a fit now. Right. So what we were looking at. Yeah, he's starting up on Tuesday, isn't he? Yeah. So I didn't know whether to do WebSockets today or on Monday. Do it on Monday. So what we're going to do is we're going to add more commands into this. Yeah. So we're going to add more commands. So we've got these, and I've changed it to add points, sub points, my points, so it's not related to OSK points, right? I'm trying to make this generic for you guys, and then what you do is in the config you just change what the point name is. Yeah, I've also done some other changes where I've made some more constants for other things, so to make it so we can make it easier for you guys to customize, to make it work for your own system without having to modify code to do it. So one of the things that Stuart was trying to do was a list command or help command, and he was trying to where you do list and then it would list all the commands. Now I know he's hard written it, but there is a way of doing it where you don't have to hard code it. Yeah, so we're going to do that one first. Yeah, so what you need to do is you need to think about, how can I put this, how you want to, what you have to do, you have to think about how you want to make it so it's customizable without having to hard code it into the program. So when you hard code it into the program, you end up having to recode it when you add another command. Yeah. So I've come up with a way that allows you to do what we've done with the template commands, that we can edit them on the fly. Yeah. But do it for the help system. Yeah. So what I did was I've extended this. So I extended this, and what I did is I created a new collection called description commands. Right, so that's what I've done, is I created a description of commands. Yeah, and I'm going to cheat because I've already got them already written up. Right. Oh, I'm missing one. Hang on. Let's put that in there. So this is the description for the command. Yeah. It also means that you can add the other commands in the custom ones. Yeah. So let me just add those as well. So they're the two custom ones, and we have also top 10, I do believe. Oh, and my points, yeah. Right? So they're the commands that we've got currently. So I think we've got add OSK, add OSK, but I've now called it add points. Yeah, add points. So we'll change it. Add points, sub points, my points, and top 10. Yeah, there we go. So shows the users users points tally. Yeah, that sounds, doesn't matter if it doesn't sound right. Add points to the user, subtract points to the user. So add points. Add points? No, add point. There we go, add point. So now we've created another array. We've now created another array. So what we need to do is we need to put that into our custom. So we're going to create a new custom. So we're going to say list or help, as Stuart's done, but I've done it list for me. And so we're going to do self process list command. Alright, so we're going to take that and we're going to create a new function. Yep, called, so def new function, and we have to use the same parameters as all the other commands, yeah? So let's grab that, put that there. Right, so what we need to do is we need to load the better ruining your weekend than making yours or whole. What are you talking about? Right. So we need a way to load the descriptions in and to use the descriptions within the system. So we need to change our schema, because now we've changed the file, so it has that. So that's now changing the description of our small boss joke. Okay, so now we've changed our command schema to include our description. So when we load in commands, as well as the commands, it will also load the descriptions for them. Yeah. So what we need to do then is, yeah, where is it? Oh, I've lost it. I've lost my there, that's where I need to go. So what we need to do then is we need to then grab all the command names, yeah? So yeah, I don't know why it's doing it, because I've not told it to put ads on. I know it forces the ad at the start of the stream, but I've noted it's doing it. I know it doesn't do it for subscribers. I know that for a fact. If you're a subscriber, it doesn't do it. So we're going to get the template commands names, and we're going to convert the description this. Hint, hint. It wasn't a hint. It wasn't a hint. Right, so we now get the command names as a list, right? So we can, you know, we'll print them out just to be sure, yeah? And then we're going to loop through them. And we are going to create a text screen. Static commands. This time we are looking for that, and then we are looking for the command. So we're looking for the description of the command. That's what that's doing. That's saying, get me the static command description for this command, which is what we've got up here. Yeah. Then we're going to need to create the full string. So we're going to do self dot command prefix. So that command prefix is our exclamation mark. CMD, which is what we've just grabbed. And then the description. So this is getting our prefix, the command, then a colon, and then it's going to show the description. And then what we're going to do is we're going to send it to chat, right? So self.send private message, and it's message.channel, and str command. So that's going to send the command to the channel, and it's going to loop through that, so you're going to end up with a lot of things coming up. So if we start that, so let's stop it and go back into it. We should be able to do help. There you go. And now it's picked out all the descriptions for the commands. And don't need to hardwire it in, because if we decide to add another, so let's say, let me look at mine and pick one that we know we're going to get. Oh yeah, here we go. So we got a new one now, can't we? Called help, which is, and what have I put for help? It shows a list of available commands. So if we do help again, that should be at the bottom. It should. Oh, did I save it? Oh, I didn't save it, did I? Oh, it needs to reload. That's it, it needs to reload. There we go. Right. How can you stop it printing your name for everyone? You can't. Oh, the old school coder here, you just change it. If you're on about this, just change it. It's just text. But on the chat, you can't stop it. If you, right, we can do that. I can do that. I'll show you. It's just a slight tweak, yeah? So we'll bring this and we'll bring it outside of the for loop, yeah? So what we can do is this. Plus equals, right? Equals plus, that's it. Right, so we'll run it now. Ooh. There we go. Right, so we'll run it now. Then I'll do help again. Ready? going on there? Bad operand type UK. Really? Oh, hang on. Maybe we need to do that. No. Okay. Good point. Good point. Let's try it. Nope. Right, that's okay. We'll do it the old-fashioned way. Do it the old-fashioned way. And someone was on about putting that in. So we'll try it as well while we're here. Right, help. No. Oh, reference before assignment. That's definitely that now. There we go. Oh, what is going on here? See, it's done it, but it didn't come out in Discord. Didn't come out in Discord. Sorry, Twitch. It's printing it. Just doesn't like this on the end. And now I think it's too big. I think it's too big for a private message. And that's why I do it one at a time. So we'll go back. There we go. There you go. See, it works. I just think there's some. I think there must be a limit on how much. I don't know, but it doesn't like it. It doesn't like it. All right. So that's help. So, what we need now is we need a way to stop people doing stuff. We've got this is admin, yeah. We got that is admin, which stops people using the add points, subtract points stuff. We also got a bug in there that we need to fix as well. But you also may want to have the ability of allowing moderators to, you know, do some of the legwork for you. Yeah? To do some of the legwork for you. So what we're going to do, like we did with the point system, yeah? 500 characters including carriage return. Well, as you saw, it wouldn't send it. We were sending it, but it just didn't put it up in chat. Don't know. But it's okay like that. So we're going to do the same sort of thing as we did with the point system. We're going to have a moderator subsystem that looks after who's the moderator and whether they can do certain functions, yeah? Had I made more than 500? I don't know. Does that look more than 500? Doesn't look it. I don't know, mate. As you saw, it didn't like it. That's the limit. Okay. I don't know. I'm leaving it like that anyway, so it works. Officially. Alright then. So we're gonna create the moderator subsystem, but first we have a bug in here. we have a bug in here, and I want to sort it out because it's driving me nuts. And I suffered from it when you guys were messing around with it, and it's not fair at all. So what we're going to do is we are going to check that you can't put a negative value in. You can't put a negative value in the points, so you can't say add minus 1,000, yeah? Because that's wrong. Wrong. So we're gonna put a test in here, right? So we're gonna say points equals, and we're gonna grab this, and we're gonna change that to points. So we're gonna say points is equal to the integer I'm missing some arguments. So we're going to get the points that's meant to be added out of the text dogs, and we're going to test it, right? So I'm going to say if points is less than or equal to 0, we're going to do something. And this is what I've put, yeah. So I'm going to copy it out of here, paste it here. So I've gone and said, if the points is less than or equal to 0, then whoever you are, really, negative or 0 points, what's the point in that? Yeah? So that stops them putting, and then I end up being at the butt end of that sort of thing. And then we're going to say else. Hey up, we have a visitor. Hey buddy, do you want to say hello? Come here then. Come here. Come on. Come on. Say hello. So can you see his eyes? Not very well, that eye. Yeah. Are you going to say hello? Hmm? You're not very well, are you? No. You're not very well. You growling? Hmm? Are you growling? What have you come in here for? Are you telling me it's your eye drops time? Is it eye drops time? Oh, yes it is. Is it eye drops time? Alright then. Right, guys, I'm going to be about 2 minutes, yeah? I've just got to put his eye drops in, so I won't be long. You going to tell him Daddy's put my eye drops in? You going to tell him? Hey? Hey? Yeah. Daddy's put his eye drops in. He's a good boy with his eye drops. his medication for his fits, not so a good boy. You don't like that medication. It tastes horrible, doesn't it? Yeah. Alright then. You want this? You want that? Okay. Right, let's get you on the floor then, so you can have it on the floor. Here you go. Here, Nico. Ready? Nicely. There you go. In your bed. In your bed. Go on. In. Eat it in your bed. Eat it in your bed. Too late. Yeah, he's had his treat. Yes, isn't it? You like your treats? I know. Well, you've said hello. You've said hello. You've had your treat as well. Alright? Yeah. You gonna let Daddy go carry on now? Yeah? Alright then. Right. Sorry about that. Yeah, it was Dewey's eye drops. He's got used to it. He's got used to the timings. He comes to me to get the eye drops. So the next lot will be in about 3 hours time. Nice. Nice. You didn't have treats, did you? You had brand new toys, didn't you? Yeah. Squeaky ones as well. Made a rat racket. Didn't you? Are you staying there then? Don't fall over, mate. Come on, don't fall over. You've said hello. I'm going to set up a Nico cam. I'm going to set up a Nico cam so you can see him down here. Alright? You stay there then if you're going to stay. Right then. So, we've now got a way of stopping people putting negative things in. So we need to move that over. So we send back the return of this. And we're sending in the points. So we need to do the same thing. We need to do the same thing on the add, which is here. So we'll add that there. Move them over. And we'll change that in there. So now we shouldn't be able to put a negative number in. So let's try it. Yeah. So let's fire it up. So I should not be able to say add. I think it's still OSK for me. OSK. Is it still OSK? Or did I change it? Did it add points? Add points. Add points. To who shall I pick? Oh, kebab. 500. There you go. So adding the plus value works. So now I'm going to add points to Stuart minus 500. Here we go. And there you go. See, it says old school coder. Really? Negative or 0 points? What's the point in that? That's to stop what happened with me when I had minus 70 something thousand points. So there we've got now some sort of validation going on with that bot. Yeah. So what else is there? What else? Let's have a look. Moderator. Yeah. So that's what we're starting. Moderator. So moderator, like chat points, we are going to have a class that looks after the moderator system, and then we will interrogate that class to say, if this person's a moderator, can they run this command? Yeah. So what I did is create moderators.json. So we're going to have another database. Yeah, we're going to have another database, and we're going to create a new file called... Really? New file called moderators.py. And basically it's the same as the point subsystem, but with the subtle differences. Yeah. So we're going to do the same thing. Create a class. So we're going to create a class, moderators. Yeah. We're going to have a variable called mods, which is going to be the list of moderators. We're telling the system what the file is, so it's moderators.json, which we've already created, and we're telling it what the schema is. So let's grab that and let's paste it into there. All right. So that's the schema. So the moderator system, we need to be able to read and write the JSON like we did with the points subsystem. So here we go, and it's exactly the same. There's no difference. This is exactly the same, except for the fact that we've got different names on the variables. So if you look at the chat, points, in fact, let's put them side by side. You look at the chat points, they are identically the same. Yeah, they are identically the same. Just looking. Yep. Identically the same. The difference now is this area, because that we're not doing add points, add sub points, my points, because that's points. Now we're going to add the code for the moderators. So the sort of functions that I was looking at was add mod. Yeah. So self and say username. Let's see. So remove mod. Self, comma, username. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Def my mods. So basically this will do a list of mods. You back, buddy? Then I thought about is mod. So we're passing itself and the username we want to do. And then what I thought was we can move this out of there, because really it shouldn't be in there, and we can put that here. So is admin, yeah? And so the mod and the admin subsystem are now together. But the thing is, we need to change TwitchBot now, because it's going to error, because we've now taken that out. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a new mods. Oh, I need to import it, don't I? Import mods. Moderator. That's it. Moderators.moderators. So that's now where we're going. This is self.mods is where we're going to interact with our mod subsystem, like this with the points. So we need to tell it mods to read the JSON file. So we need to tell it to read the JSON file. Now we're all right. So everywhere where it says is admin, so we'll do a quick search. So is admin. There you go. So where it says self.isAdmin is no longer going to be self.isAdmin. It is now going to be self Well, you don't have to do put self, but what we need to do is put mods dot is admin. So we'll just get it to do that. So this now is looking, and it's still complaining. I did put his admin in. Oh, capital I, small I. Dah. Has that sorted it? Hang on, where is it? Yeah, that's done it. Is admin. Yeah. There we go. It's changed. And that's changed. Right. So now we are using the mod sus system to determine whether we're an admin or not, yeah? Because it's all in the same thing. Permissions, security. I just didn't want to call it security. It's mainly to do with mods. And then what we want is another function out of here. And this one is to say is allowed to execute. And that function basically set if it's a function that does for both mods and admin, we don't want to have to keep testing if is a mod or is admin. We might as well just say if is allowed to execute. Yeah. So we've got 3 ways of checking. So we can check for whether they're a mod, we can check for if they're admin, or we can check for both. Yeah. So we just need to put the code in. So add a mod. So let's start with add a mod. So we'll get rid of pass because that's basically telling Python that it's a valid routine, and we're going to need to do it. So first things first, like last time. Oh, username. Like last time, we had the problem with case, so we're going to do this. So that turns it into uppercase, and we are going to add we are going to add this person into the array moderators, which is in the JSON file. So we're going to say self.mods. It is mods, isn't it? Oh, capital M. Sorry. There we go. Self.mods moderators. Yep. And we are going to append the username. So basically that's going to add the username to our list, yeah? And then we're going to tell it to write back, yeah? Because we need to update the JSON file. All right? So that's add. Simple. Uppercase the username, add it to the mods array, write it back to the JSON file. Now, remove. It's a copy and paste. Because this time, instead of append, we remove. So the username gets removed out of the list. We don't have to run through them one by one. We just tell it out of that list. No, this is all JSON file, mate. I'm writing this bot for people who haven't got a lot of coding experience. That's why we're using Python, because a lot of the people in my Discord have been learning Python. So I'm trying to avoid other apps like MySQL, Postgres, SQL Server, the obvious ones, Oracle. We are using JSON files as databases. Yeah, it's easy for them to modify if they need to change something in it. So and also we don't need to teach them how to do SQL. Yeah, because that can confuse a lot of people and stuff like that. So that's why we're not using that. But in the future, we could migrate to that once they've got used to it. I mean, it's going to be a problem when I start talking about web sockets. Yeah, we can go MongoDB later. Well, there's MySQL in there. There's MongoDB. There was another one, SQLite, and there's also another one, isn't there? Yeah, but we're just using JSON files for the moment. I mean, tomorrow's stream when we're doing WebSockets, that's gonna be a bit of a mind blower. Mongo, yeah. Right. So my mods is basically going to be producing a list of my mods. Yeah. So all mods equals an array. Yeah. And we're going to say at. Right. So we're going to add mod user for mod user. So this is taking the mod user in the array moderators in our mod variable. So this is going to loop through. It's going to do for in, right? And it's going to build me a string. And then we're going to return it. Yeah, return my mods are, and then we're going to add a space dot join. So we're going to join the array into a string, and that's what this join does. It says join the array into a string, and I'm adding it to this space, yeah, which then gets added to the rest of the string. So that's my mods, yeah. So next thing is a mod. Straightforward, easy peasy. In fact, I'm going to grab this up here. So we're going to do the uppercase, yeah, and then we're going to go if username in self dot mods moderators. So is the username in
Oi,
that?
John, pay attention to chat.
Oh, you mean for Oracle? Can you explain the at? Not seen that before. Right. It's in. Do you know when you're in chat? If you do at in chat, it comes up with the names. So you can say, like for example, I'll do 6502 kebab. Hello. Yeah. It allows you to identify, and also Twitch can see that and highlights it for that user as well. Yeah. So that's what the at sign's for, and you'll see what I mean when we run it. Yeah. So that's what the at sign's for. It's just a Twitch thing. All right. So we're saying for every user in my moderator list. No. It's Twitch command. Twitch command. We are going to return. Whoa, I'm in caps now. Return true. If the username is in my mod list, we're going to say yes, they are a mod. Else, we're going to return false. That they are not a mod. They are not contained within my list. Admin is fine. Yeah, we're not Andy, we're not got there yet. Let's not confuse things yet. Yeah. We'll get there tomorrow. No, tomorrow? Sunday tomorrow. Am I going to be streaming tomorrow? Ooh. Probably. What? Probably. If you're Minecrafting, I'll be streaming. She's on a mega project at the moment, guys. Wait until she's finished, and I take you around to have a look. It's pretty good. Oh yeah, not yet go there. Sorry, mate. I only got part of it here. Right. So admin, we've already got that because we nicked it from the other place. And then is allowed to execute. Well, this is a really easy one because all we're doing is returning self.isMod. Or what we can do is admin, open bracket message, or self.isMod, open bracket message. Oh, that's message. There we go. Because we're sending the message into everywhere. In fact, that... Yeah. Message.user. That's that. Yeah. So we've now got some new commands. We've got add mod and remove mod, and then we've got the ability to check whether they are moderators. Can we perform these tasks? So first things first, let's create the new functions in TwitchBot. Yeah. So add mod. Here we go. Add mod. Grab that. Try and separate them. Right. Def process add mod. Okay, and as by default, they're the two commands for all our commands, and basically we need to say who's allowed to add a moderator. Well, it's only the admin. So if self, yeah, dot mods dot is admin. Did I call it mods? Yes, I'm going to change that. Filter fire mods. I want to change that to moderators. Moderators. There we go. Make it read what it says. If moderators dot is admin, and we're going to send in the message. Yeah. So if we are a moderator, then we can perform the task. So try. Yeah. User equals message dot text args 0, because that's where the username is going to be. Dot replace. Because we don't want to have the @ sign when we put it into the JSON string. Alright, so basically we're going to go get the message text args, which will have the user that we want to add to the moderators, and we're going to remove the @ sign and give it nothing. Yeah, but we also need to catch an error, because what happens if they've not given us a parameter? Yeah. Ooh. Except. I can't spell except. There we go. there we go. Right. In fact, we don't need that. Except exception as E. And then we need to print. In fact, I'm going to copy it because I'm not printing it out again. Here we go. So this is basically to say that the command's invalid, yeah? And it puts it inside the bot. And then, finally, we're going to do it. Self.moderators.add mod open bracket user. Yeah. Then, if we're not a moderator or we're not admin, we're going to send a very rude message back, which is, there we go. You don't have permissions for this command, so sod off. Right? Now, this try except is a way of error catching, error trap. So what's happening is if they do add mod and then don't put a username next to it, then text args open bracket the index in the array for text args doesn't exist. Text args doesn't exist. So what we're doing is we're trying to get the user. That's why we initialize the user here. We're trying to get the user out of text args, but if the text arg doesn't exist, it throws an exception. Yeah. And that exception would be this, error while handling the static command. So it can't do anything. It can't add a user that doesn't exist. Yeah. And then, so if it doesn't error, right, when this is finally done, we perform the task. And we add the mod. But if you're not an administrator, it won't let you do it. So that's process add mod. So we've got exactly the same for remove. So we're just going to copy it. Yeah. So process remove mod. It's exactly the same. The only difference here is we're doing remove. Come on.
Oi, John, pay attention to chat.
What's the difference between... Right, the difference between if then else and try, except and finally is with if then else you are testing up front. Yeah? You're testing up front. So you could say if user equals nothing, then say there's nothing there. But the problem is you cannot test for this. If you did if message.testArgs equals nothing, it would throw an exception saying that the index doesn't exist, and so you have to trap it in a error trap rather than try and do a test on it, because the test will throw an error. And so that's the difference between if then else. If then else works if you know the data. There is data. Yeah, they do exist. Those variables do exist. But if those variables don't exist, it would error, and then you would have to wrap it in a error trap routine, which is try except finally. All right? Does that help? Yeah? Right. So, next one is... I think my mods, isn't it? Next one. We did my mods. Have I written the code for that? No, I've not written the code for that. Okie dokie. Let's wing it. Right, so, same thing. So, this is process my mods. Send message, and we don't need any arguments. We just need to send. So users equals nothing. Well, in fact, users equals self dot moderators dot my mods. There we go, my mods. So we grab that, and we are going to send the message back. Don't need that. And the text is format text. Right. In fact, I think I do that, don't I? My mods are. Yes, so we don't have to do that. We just send it out. So, users. Right, what else? That's it. Right, let's get these processes in. Right, so up the top. So, my mods self.process my mods. Add mod self.process add mod. Remove mod self.process remove mod. Right. We should be good to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the mod JSON file. There it is. And we are going to see if it's going to add and remove mods. So here we go. So we'll fire it up. So let's see. Add mod. Let's say Stuart. There you go. So it's added to the JSON file. So now Stuart's added to the JSON file. So I'll add another one. Add mod. There's Andy. Added Andy. And then we'll add another one. So mod. Who should we add this time? Who have I got in the list? Docster. So now Docster's a mod. And Docster's crept in and not said a word. Hello Docster, if you're in there. So, Andy says he didn't want to be a mod. So, let's remove him. So, remove mod. So, let's remove Andy. There you go. Andy's disappeared now. Now, just to check, if I do add mod, there we go. We've got the print message to say, there it is. That's our error message to say, for us to say it was out of range, yeah? Really, I'm just wondering whether we should yeah, it's just a list. Yeah, it's just a list, that's all it is. But it means that then the moderators can then add, because we can change, right? Because we can change in here. So let's stop it. We can change in the add points and the, so instead of saying is, we can say is allowed to execute. So that means now the mods can add and deduct points. Yeah, so if I fire it up, so Stuart should be able to add points. So Stuart, if you could add points, you should be able to add points. So there we go, we've got the list up. Is Stuart still online? No? All right. I wonder if is Docster around? It says people in chat. Docster. There's not that many people in chat, surely. Hey Docster, yeah, try and add some points. So it's exclamation bar add points to somebody. Yeah? So it's like this. So you go add points at, let's say Acmafin. There you go. See, you can do that because now you're a mod. If I took you away, let's remove you. Right, try and add points now. You forgot the exclamation mark, Gary. Oh! It didn't work. He's still there. He's still there. Hang on. Bug, yeah. Remove mod at Docster. Right, now try it. You've definitely gone. Now try it. There you go. There you go. See? So now we've got a... So I'll add you back, mate. Because you are a very important person. You keep giving me bits. So I might as well give you access to the moderator status. But did you notice that we got a blank? And I think the... I think there's a bug in it. Add mod. So that's adding the mod. So it must be in here. Add mod. Let's have a look. Process. Here we go. Oh, right. Okay. Okay. But I... Right, okay. Yeah. Text args must actually be something. Right, let's look right. Let me just fire it back up and we'll look at the text that comes back out, yeah? So we're looking at the text. So we're looking down here, yeah? So I'm just going to go add mod and see what comes out. Here we go. So it's saying that ink arcs text that text command is that, and it's an empty argument. So we've got list out of range. Right, okay. We need to test for that exception. We need to test for that exception. Right, so we need to do that. Right, so let's get rid of that. Yeah, right. So, but it's saying it's saying index out of range. So, what we can do is, like I've just done, is we can put this in, which is the error for index out of range. Right, we'll fire it back up now. So we're looking down here. So I'm going to say add mod. There we go. That's better. So we shouldn't. Oh, it's done it. It's still done it. Oh, was that previous? Hang on. Oh, it's the finally. Ah! It's the finally. Put that up there. Don't need a finally now. Right, that should do it. Let's try it again. Right, let's just make sure it's clean. It is. Right, add mod. There we go. Didn't do it. Didn't do it. So we will then put in here print no arguments found for this command, and we'll put that in. Oh, come on. We'll put that in the remove as well. So when it comes up, so add mod. There we go. No arguments found for this command. There we go. That's better. Right. So that's the mod. That's the mod subsystem. So what else? What else? What else? What else? We have got, right, so we have, so the commands I've got is plasma, back color, lightning, message, listen, new sub, new follower, new host, new cheer, add mod, remove mod. So they're all WebSocket related. So I've done all the commands that are listed, that are chat related commands. So the commands that I, oh yeah, I've got some new commands, haven't I? So let's put them in. Let's stop that. Let's put the new commands that I've got in. So I've got hire, Discord, web, forum, GitHub. Then I've got these two as well. So put a comma there. So kick tools and CPS tools. And then we need the descriptions for them. So we're going to put after GitHub, we're going to put them there. What else did I put? Like that forum. I've got forum in there. Yeah. Oh, mods. Add mod, remove mod. Put a comma there. So we've added the add mod and remove mod, which is admins only. Let's move that to there. So for all the mod only and admin only commands below. Right. So, oh, there's another one, isn't there? My mods, and even I ain't got that in there either. Right. So we'll put that here. Shows a list of all my channel moderators. Right, so we're at, so these should be all the commands that we've got. So how many we've got custom commands? Let's just check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, right. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Well. Bang on there. Bang on. Right. So if I run this, we should be able to do /help and we'll get all the new commands. There we go. And the admin ones only. So that is basically the basic chatbot. So I'm sure we'll think of other commands, you know, especially these commands and maybe other commands as well for the bot, you know. All the other commands that I've got now are WebSocket related. And I'm not sure I want to go to WebSockets right now. I don't mind doing it tomorrow. I don't mind doing it tomorrow. If people want me to stream tomorrow, I don't mind doing it tomorrow, because I want this bot to be out there. I want people to start using it. So everyone that uses help will spam the chat. Yeah, yeah. Are the web sockets to control over OBS? Well, yes, effectively. Right, so if I fire up the new bot, yeah. So I'm going to fire up the new bot, which is this one, yeah. So this is the bot that was showing off. Right. Maybe, mate. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't looked into it. What do you mean this is where I show my key? I'm not going to show my key. My key is well... That config file has now like 200 lines in it. There's no way I'm going to show the key. It's too long. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch OBS over to my bot. Yeah. So let me just switch over. No problem, Stuart. We'll see in a bit. So I'm going to switch over to here. Going to do a quick refresh. And the reason I've done a quick refresh is to show you that the bot's not running. Yeah? Right? So all I've got on here, right, is my screen, my camera, and chat. Yeah? So if I turn off chat, and I've turned off my webcam, right, I'm going to turn off my screen and you'll see what happens. But first of all, I'm going to start it up. So here we go. So, oh, it's clear. So I'm starting up the web sockets. Ooh. Oh. Forgot PY. So I'm starting up the web sockets. Now it's asking me to open a browser and I don't need to because OBS is hooked into it. Yeah. And now I'm going to start the bot up. Right. There we go. So if I refresh my overlay, so I'm going to turn off the screen. So I'm going to turn off the screen. Going to refresh the overlay. There you go. There is my overlay that's been provided by WebSockets. So if I change the background color to say red, you'll see there are some areas on the screen that are blacked out. And those areas are where, for example, my screen goes, the chat goes, and where my webcam goes. So those areas are basically just to show you when we come to building the overlay tomorrow, when we're doing WebSockets, when we come to build the overlay, I've put in the HTML areas that show you where things go. Yeah. Now you may want to put the screen elsewhere. You may want to put the screen elsewhere. That's fine, because what I've done is I've made it. Yeah. So this is the overlay here. I've made it. It's all done by CSS. Look, it's all done by CSS. So let's, for example, say you want to change where the chat window goes. Yeah. So let's do it. You know what? Twitch chat. Currently, it's 175 pixels from the top. Let's double that. 350. Yeah. And I'm going to refresh this. And I'm going to set it to red again. Look, the area for the chat box is now moved down. Yeah? But the chat itself is still in the same place because OBS controls that chat region. All I'm doing is manipulating the overlay that's going to be applied to the background of the OBS screen, which is what I've done. So this is where you control OBS, yeah? So for example, like,
Oi, John, pay attention to chat.
you know, we have now got the listen function that Shallan uses. I've figured it out, and and it's all WebSockets. It's all to do with WebSockets, yeah? Same with the new follow and all the other ones. Let's say Docster is a new follower.
Hello, John here. Thank you for following. Hope you enjoy the stream.
Now this is all manual stuff, yeah? So it's not hooked into Twitch when they send you a subscription or a follow or anything like that, because I don't know what the format is. Until somebody does a follow, I don't know what text string we're going to get, yeah? Until someone does a subscription, I don't know what the text string is going to get, so we can then parse it to then extract the information out of it. I'm hoping it's in a similar format that what we get right now, and that it's in the IRC args, yeah? That we can grab all the information out of the IRC args, but I don't know. And one thing I have done though is I've implemented a trace file system. So what's happening is, right? What's happening now is it's recording everything. What's happening down here is being recorded in a file. So if I do get a follow or I do get a subscription while this bot's running, we will get all that I will get all that information in the text file, and I'll be able to look at the text file and say, right, can we automatically extract if someone subscribed it to update the bottom, you know, the bottom, this bit down here, you know, we'll be able to update it. Same with the cheer, same with the follow. At the moment it's just manual, yeah? But I will, hopefully, if we do get a follow or a subscription or a cheer, we will get the information here, which I can then see if the parser, the Twitch parser, will parse it, and if it parses it to be IRC arguments, great guns, we can do it, you know. But if it's not, then we might have to change the parser, yeah. The MP3, right, the sounds are on the Pi, right? Because what's happening is the WebSocket, there's a feature with the Python WebSocket system, yeah? It also is a file server, yeah? So what you do is you create the WebSocket, and I will go into this tomorrow, but you can also tell it that the root website is this directory, which happens to be this directory here. So as you can hear, there's the cheer, there's the subscriber, there's the pay attention to chat. So if I double hit it, oh, it might not play it. No, it won't play it, will it? Yeah. They're all contained on the Pi because they'll be served through the web server, through the WebSocket. I've got to get this right because we're creating two servers. We're creating a WebSocket server and creating a web server on the Pi at the same time. Yeah. But the beauty of it is the WebSocket system allows you to create a web server as well, and that's what we'll do. And then you can serve all this information to the overlay that's in OBS, and we'll go through all that as well. All right. But I'm trying to make it as easy as possible for the non-coder to pick up. Yeah, that's why I'm trying to do it all in Python as much as possible. Don't get me wrong, there is some JavaScript. We're not going to be able to get away from it. But hopefully the JavaScript that we're doing is enough, is is low enough level down for everybody to pick it up. Yeah. So that is what we'll be doing on the next stream. I will be explaining what WebSockets are compared to a website, and then we'll start implementing WebSockets, which gets really fun because it means then I'm going to start messing around with the scene here and it'll be slowly building up as we go. But what I might do is I might do this, because what the beauty of building this is, right, because it's a website on the Pi, I can get to it from here. There you go. There it is. That is the Pi. So if you change the background, let's say if we do that, there you go. As well as it coming up in the overlay, which you're seeing in OBS, it also comes up here, because that's how WebSocket works. It's pretty clever. You know, I could have many windows open to this overlay, and it could see what it's like. It gets even funny when you get this.
Oi, John, pay attention to chat.
Now watch or listen.
Oi, John, pay attention to chat.
Got an echo. But what's happening is, really, oh, that looks like it's in the arguments. Okay, let's grab that. Let's where are we? Twitch. Right. Let's put that in there. So, oh, here we go. Subscriber equals subscriber. So where in the grand scheme of things is this? So there's the message at the end. All right, so that, okay. Right then, mate, when it sounds a lot better. Well, I mean, let's add another one. There we go. Let's add another one. Here we go. Let's do it again.
Oi, John, pay attention to chat.
That's three interfaces. Now, as you notice, this one hasn't got the lightning because it's defaulted to have no lightning on. So if we, oh, I can't separate it out. But yeah, because it's not been told to show the lightning, it's just black. Yeah. So if I do 3 gets a bit much. Yeah. So that's WebSockets. Well, that's the concept of WebSockets. We will go into it more detail tomorrow so you can understand how WebSockets work. Because as you can see, we're going to have to run 2 programs. Yeah. One to run the bot and one to run our WebSocket and server. Yeah. And that's why I've got 2 windows open at the bottom. One to run the WebSocket and web server. One to run the chat bot, effectively, yeah? And those 2, I'll show you how it all gets stick together and how we join it up with the overlay in OBS or in a browser or whatever. So that's what we'll do in the next stream, because this is where the fun... I enjoyed doing this, trying to learn how to do it. Because the message works as well. Hang on, let's fire it back up. Nope. Let's fire it back up. Come on. Oh, why is the bot not starting? Oh, hang on. New terminal windows. Ooh. That's what I want. There we go. Because, you know, the bottom there, you can do a message as well, and it scrolls it. There you go. And I've made it in a font that's same as that. So it's an LED font, so it comes out like that. So when I start to type the LED up with this new bot, yeah. Now I know you guys probably won't have an LED like this, but for me I will. So I'll put the code in my custom version. You guys will just have to switch that code off, yeah. But as you can see, the message comes up there, and you can do it as many times as you want, because it racks it up in a queue. It racks it up in a queue, and then it comes back to my message, the default message, when the queue's finished. And I'll show you all of that as well, because that's part of WebSockets as well. Alright, so that's part 3. So I will put the source code for the... In fact, let's stop that and stop that. I will check this in. So episode 03, code changes. Create a new branch. Episode 04, code changes. Yeah, we'll probably do earlier. Sometime in the afternoon. Yeah. Gives me a chance to, especially Nico, gives me a chance to make sure that he's okay and get his meds sorted out. So, we'll do it. Yeah, school night. So we'll do it, because I don't think I'll get WebSockets done in one stream. I don't want to make, I mean, this one is now 2 hours long. I don't want to make a mega long stream, yeah? So we'll probably start I'll probably start explaining WebSockets tomorrow and start implementing the WebSockets, yeah? And then on Monday we'll finish it off. Hopefully Monday we'll finish it off. It might take longer. But I've got the bot already here, yeah? But I'm going to recreate what I've got for you guys, yeah? I don't want to just... I'll probably copy and paste quite a bit of it because I know it works, but I'll explain everything that I'm going to go through, right? So we'll say in the afternoon sometime, yeah? Yeah? Another 2 hours or something like that. Or early evening, yeah? Do early evening, start at say 7 or something like that, yeah? So I've now checked this in. I'm going to put this source code onto the Patreon channel in Discord, so you guys can have it and play with it, and we'll take it from there. So I will see you guys tomorrow, yeah? Early evening, more than likely. Say 7 o'clock, somewhere around there. Alright then, guys. Well, I'll see you with password. No. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope it's been informative. I'm hoping we'll get some subs and followers and see what the text is when we do it. Right, I'll see you tomorrow then. Take care. Bye. I'd like to thank all the patrons that are contributing to my channel. Without you guys, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing right now. Thank you very much.